In Domain 2, we talk about assessment. Within this domain, I'm going to share examples of using assessment to develop transition and annual goals, planning transition assessment to fit the student's needs, and providing accommodations and modifications during assessment. According to Stevenson and Fowler in the article Collaborative Assessment for Employment Planning, within the field of secondary transition, the assessment process is known as transition assessment and is defined as the collection of data regarding a student's needs, strengths, preferences, and interests related to post-secondary goals and the annual goals that will help the student attain their post-secondary goals. This assessment is necessary for the development of student-centered transition plans and IEPs. Additionally, Indicator 13 requires that there is evidence that the measurable post-secondary goals were based on age-appropriate transition assessment. In the article Predicting Post-Secondary Education and Employment Outcomes Using the Results from the Transition Assessment Goal Generator, the researchers stated that if needs are identified, these must be included in the annual transition goals, because when learned, these generalizable behaviors will facilitate students attaining almost any post-secondary education and employment goals. Transition assessment is not a one-size-fits-all process. It must be individualized to each student's unique interests, strengths, and levels. The process in which the student is assessed also must be designed to meet their needs. Some students are able to give more accurate results with an interview format rather than completing a survey, or students who struggle with reading and communication skills may benefit from picture-based assessment. In the article Facilitating Student Involvement in Transition Assessment, the authors state that effective planning for a student's future must be driven by the student's perspectives, hopes, interests, and preferences. Participation in the assessment process not only allows the students an avenue for involvement in the transition planning process, but it also offers opportunities for enhanced self-determination. As demonstrated in Domain 1, student-centered planning is crucial for post-secondary success. Transition assessment is just the beginning of that student-centered transition planning process. In addition to transition assessments, students with disabilities at the secondary level must participate in state and district assessments with their peers. Under No Child Left Behind, students with disabilities will participate in the state assessments with appropriate accommodations, as determined by the state. For students with significant disabilities, they may be assessed using an alternative assessment that uses alternative state standards that are based on grade level standards. Some accommodations that students may use when taking the state assessments include alternative setting, human read aloud, extended time, paper test format, and enlarged print.